Okay.
You rolling? Hey, what's up, Street Gods? Eric from the Eric Street Photography blog. So, one video I want to talk to you about is this concept of being a photography entrepreneur. So, if you're watching this video, if you have an Instagram, a Facebook, or maybe your own YouTube channel or blog, you are already an entrepreneur. So, I think a lot of people think that entrepreneurship is about making tons of money, about being a billionaire and IPOing and blah blah. I think entrepreneurship is a philosophical pursuit. Entrepreneurship is realizing that you already have the power within yourself to make a positive change in the world and recognizing the fact that you are a risk taker. You avoid following the herd, so you're not one of the sheeple, you're not a lemming. You imagine yourself as an eagle flying above, and you're flying on your own wind and you're pursuing your own inner vision. So the problem about being an entrepreneur is this: you might fail. A lot of us let risk aversion and the fear of failure hold us back from pursuing what we find interesting. And so, for example, you might have certain ideas or thoughts that are actually like quite unlike the herd-like behavior, and other people are going to either be afraid of you, intimidated by you, or might not like you. So, let me give you a real-life example. For a long, long time, I started realizing that phones, smartphones, Facebook, social media, Instagram was kind of affecting my brain in a negative way. Like I couldn't focus, I couldn't concentrate, I couldn't think. And so essentially for about a year or 2 years, I just stopped checking email and stopped using email. And it was a super radical thing, and it probably led me to losing a lot of business and ruining social connections. But for myself, it was very important for me because it was my way of becoming a Zen monk and just emptying all this bullshit from my mind. And finally, now I feel like I could actually think straight. Another thing I did was I deleted my Instagram because I realized I wasn't shooting for myself anymore. I was just shooting to make lots of photos to get lots of likes on Instagram, and it just became this treadmill. So even now, I've been focusing more on building my own platform, building my own blog, installing the WordPress app to my phone and link it to my WordPress.org account. And it's made me so inspired and incredible because now I have so much more power to innovate and to pursue what I find interesting in my photography. And now as a result, I'm doing some stuff in photography that I don't think anyone else is doing in the photography world. And the only reason I'm able to do this is that I just deleted Instagram and I stopped using it. And as an entrepreneur, because I'm doing things which are different and I'm taking risk, like even when I deleted my Instagram, I had over 60,000 followers. And it was like a big blow to me because obviously I lose some of my power or I lose some of my reach or my influence. But I think all things considered, it was really good for me because I took a risk, I took a chance, and as a result, I think I prospered and I thrived from it. So recognize as a photography entrepreneur, a lot of people ask, why should I do this? I like the thought, why not? Recognizing that you're going to probably die at age 90, why not take a few risks? Why not make history rather than just following the rat race of just accumulating more money, accumulating more likes and followers? I think for me, innovation is so much more important because you as an individual person, you could be a revolutionary, you could be an innovator, you could actually create history and you could change the course of history. And recognize that if you want to make change in society or change in your life, whatever, it's probably more important that you make a massive impact on the life of a very small group of people than trying to get millions of followers. So even if you could reach 10 people on planet Earth and influence them in a very profound and impactful way, essentially you're doing your duty as a human being and you're driving the human race forward. So I even think about great people in history like Henry Ford, Steve Jobs, my best friend Kanye West, people with unpopular opinions and sentiments, and it doesn't even matter whether you agree with them or not. What I find more inspirational is the fact that they didn't compromise on their own personal belief and they put their own unpopular beliefs out there. And I also feel the same thing is with us, is that have the confidence in yourself to pursue what you're personally interested, what you're curious about. Even the word curious comes from the word kura, which means to care. So generally, whatever you're curious about is things that you actually care about. Recognize that you're a photography entrepreneur. You have the power to put a dent in the universe. For more infos, check out my blog, Google Zen of Eric. I put a new book out there. And also, if you open up udemy.com, search Eric Photography Entrepreneurship. And there's also a course out there to help take you to the next level. And of course, Google Eric Kim Workshops to check out one of my upcoming workshops. Ultimately, I was walking in the park in Saigon today, and I had the epiphany, if I want to make the biggest impact in the world in a positive way, first of all, I must empower myself, and secondly, I must empower others and treat every day like it's going to be my last. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Google Eric Kim blog and find some more other stuff that's going to empower you. Peace out.